11:50 in Los Angeles. Fleming sends a fly ball to center field. Varshaw's going back. Before the clock strikes back. It's a replay hero with the last run of a Game 3 classic.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric. Let me get some light up in here. And wow, what the what a game. What an unbelievable game. 18 innings, tying an MLB record for the World Series. I got so many thoughts on this game. And this game should have never gone into extra innings. We'll get to that. The Dodgers end up winning it. You saw the walk-off right there. Freddie Freeman walked it off. Francisco, go Dodgers! Go Dodgers! This game was absolutely nuts. And I think the guy that a lot of people are thinking about right now is a guy who a lot of people have never heard of. I have heard of him. I actually have met him when he was in AAA. Great dude. I knew he had a great arm. Could have never predicted that he was going to come out of the bullpen in extra innings in the World Series and throw 4 scoreless innings. It's Will Klein. What a game from Will Klein today. Talk about coming up clutch as a relief pitcher. That was absolutely amazing, and I really am happy for him. As a Giants fan, I clearly was rooting for the Blue Jays in this game, and this is the game the Blue Jays should have won in 9 innings. This game should have never gone into extra innings because they should never have pitched to Shohei Ohtani 4 freaking times, allowing him to hit 2 doubles and 2 bombs until he finally started walking him. Absolutely embarrassing. Every single Blue Jays fan and every single fan rooting for the Blue Jays watching this game is thinking, just walk this man. Walk the man, and he wouldn't do it. And that's why this game went into extra innings. And I understand, okay, maybe his first at-bat of the game, taking on Scherzer, you're not going to have Scherzer walk him, going to the stretch to start the game. Okay, I understand that. But after that, pretty much I would have walked him every time, especially after he'd already gone deep. He already doubled. Let's just go through this whole game. Teoscar Hernandez homered to give the Dodgers the lead. This was way back yesterday. I believe it's Tuesday now, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's Tuesday now. What's going on, M. Nagel? Please stop the spamming. M. Nagel's trying to watch the stream up in here. So, yeah, yesterday, Teoscar goes deep, and then they pitch to Ohtani, and he goes deep. Okay, I can understand that one. 2-0. I can understand that one. I'll cut you a break there, John Schneider. Later on in the 4th inning, the Blue Jays rally. Vladimir Guerrero gets on base. I believe Bo Bichette got on base on an error, and then it was Kirk with the big fly taking the lead 3-2, and they added another run on a sac fly from Jimenez. 4-2. Right there, the Blue Jays have this game. This game should if they'd have walked Ohtani from that point on, the Blue Jays win the game. No problem. In fact, it was Ohtani who hit a double that brought in the run to make it 4-3. And so that would have never happened. Freeman scored. They tied it up. And then they took the lead again. Another chance in the 7th inning on the Bichette base hit to make it 5-4. And then when Ohtani comes up, I'm like, walk him. If they'd have walked him right there, the game would be over a long, mother freaking long time ago. I'm shocked Blue Jays even lasted that long with that sorry ass lineup. What's up, Micah? Watch the language in here. I hate the Chiefs. You're spamming, cussing. You're coming crazy up in here. Someone's going to time you out. And you just keep cussing. Can we time it? Can someone time him out? Because I can't do it on my I can do it on my end. I'd have to log out of the account. I got to go into a different browser. It's very difficult. Please stop cussing and please stop spamming. Please. I'm asking you, please. You've been spamming for like 3 hours. But anyway, this whole loss, all of this falling apart like this is on John Snyder. It's on you. We had a good thing going. We had scored runs. We had Vladdy. We had our guys. We had Jimenez with the sack fly. We scored 5 runs. Bichette with the base hit. But no, you just had to blow it up. If you'd known your place and just walked Ohtani, we'd all be fine right now. But you just had to be the man. How will I do it? I think you hit the 3 little dots by the name and go to timeout. These are 3 little dots by the name. I'm not exact. If that's how I would do it. I don't have it. I for some reason. I think I can do it here. Put user in timeout. Okay, I figured out how to do it. Did I just time out everybody? Where'd everybody go? I just deleted all the comments. Are you still here, Karaoke Connection? Are you still here, M. Nagel? But what an epic game as that one went into extra innings. And once the game got into extra innings and inning after inning, double plays, replay reviews, replay challenges, it just went absolutely nuts. And it was just thrilling from that point on. And Will Klein was unbelievable. Enrique Hernandez was unbelievable. The bullpen from both sides was unbelievable. At some point, we knew somebody was going to go deep. Somebody was going to. Oh, there you are. Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. Paul. As much as I hate the Dodgers, they have 3 Hall of Famers and a GOAT in Ohtani. I'd be shocked if they didn't get multiple rings. This game, absolutely. Oh, good job. The Karaoke Connection figured it out. This game, and I hate the Chiefs. You're welcome here, but you got to stop spamming and cussing. I mean, I'll cuss you can cuss on the occasion, but you can't just be F-bombing and spamming and spamming and spamming and spamming. We got to slow down. You got to slow down. But what a game here. And I had to go live for this one. I know there are Dodgers channels and MLB channels and MLB Network and Fox and all those guys are live right now and doing a great job. So by no means do I expect anyone to show up here, but I just had to say Will Klein's a beast and Schneider, you freaking blew it. I was so pissed when they did not walk Ohtani and he'd hit that game, that home run to tie the game in the 7th inning. And then they lost their guys. He pinch ran for Bichette. And I think that was after they lost Springer. Springer came out of the game with a side problem, and that threw me like it must have been really serious. It did look like he was in pain, but like he got hit in the knee the other game. And it looked like it was the most atrocious thing I ever seen. It looked horrifying, and he tried to stay in. Like he was really trying to stay in. So this must have been serious, this oblique injury here. He's holding his side on a swing, and he might not come back. He might not come back. Do I have, you can cuss on occasion, but don't spam and cuss consistently. What was the question? Do I still have these orange glasses? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't even remember having those in the first place. That's not news. No, that is not news, Logan. It is not news that he has no wife and kids. That is a fact that has been the case forever. It's not, I don't consider that news. If that's newsworthy, what's going on? That's not newsworthy. No, I did not hear that. I did not know that. And I do not really care as long as this man can manage the Giants well. We just witnessed an epic game. If you missed it, here it is. We have the footage. We have the clip of the bomb to finish it off.
11:50 in Los Angeles. Fleming sends a fly ball to center field. Varshaw's going back. He pulled it close.
Enriquez, a beast. Vitello kind of remind me of you. Oh yeah, that he is the alpha male version of Eric. So enjoy, okay? We got crazy watch these relievers in the World Series. I just talked to them and signed a baseball face to face. Absolutely. A lot of these guys kind of in the back end of that rotation, but they're there for a reason. They're freaking good. A lot of pitchers you would have thought would have been here. Bobby Miller, other guys that have been around, have been helping. I can't think of all their names, but there's a bunch of Dodgers relievers who have been a little more well known. But Dave Roberts knew. We're going with Klein. Okay, I'm talking about Calvin Klein. Okay, guys, aka Will Klein. Stupid Dodgers. Marty Hart went home with the Marlins, man, made it to the end. I saw a bunch of celebrities there as well. I was just there. It feels like I was just there yesterday at Dodger Stadium. I have not put together the stadium review for that, but I was just there watching the Giants lose. They did win one game, but really nice stadium. I can't take that away from them. Calvin Klein, yes, Back to the Future. I'm not going to the prom with you. I'm going with Calvin Klein. You ain't going with no Calvin Klein. What a game. And the player of the game, I'm going to give it to Will Klein. Will Calvin Klein. And to me, is a no-brainer. 4 scoreless innings. Max Scherzer was good, but not perfect. Some of the other bullpen arms were good. Obviously, Freddie Freeman with the walk-off. And yeah, Will Klein. I believe I got his autograph too. Will Klein is an absolute machine. And he's a nice guy. Would you trade Adames to the Dodgers? What did you say? Never, Micah. Never. They don't get him. Now, if they want to give us Ohtani, we can do that right now, tonight. What an epic game. And I can't believe it is actually Tuesday morning now. So good morning, everyone. And this whole loss falling apart is on the manager. And if I was a Blue Jays fan, I'm pissed off as a Giants fan. If I was a Blue Jays fan, I would be freaking livid. I would be like, you are. If he would have pitched to, he did pitch to Ohtani one more time, but they kind of pitched around him. If he would have pitched to Ohtani in the 9th inning or whenever he came to bat again, and he had a walk-off, I would have said, you are dumb. I don't care if you're in the World Series. You are dumb. They need to fire you. They need to fire you immediately. You are dumb. Like, what does it take to walk Ohtani? I thought this game should have never been tied. Pitching to him in the 7th inning is just, I cannot comprehend what you're thinking. And eventually, they got beat by Freddie Freeman. You're going to get beat by someone. They got Freddie Freeman. They got a lot of good players. They got Mookie Betts. They got freaking Hernandez. They got guys. Muncy. Vitello got some facial hair as you. No wife, no kids, same as you. Coincidence? Hell no. Facial hair is not rare. Not having a wife and kids, it shouldn't be that rare. I guess it is. It's kind of weird that it's so rare. I don't know why everyone feels like I got to go have wife and kids or whatever, but I saw a comment I was going to get to here from Paul. What did you think about that dumb strike from the umpire in the early innings? I believe that was clearly ball 4. He made a couple of questionable calls today. There was the call early in the game where the ball was clearly ball 4, but he called a late call, and the runner at first was a Blue Jay, and he thought it was ball 4. But he kind of starts jogging to second. Then wait, it's not ball 4, and then the pitcher picks him off because he was off the base. All because the umpire didn't make an immediate and clear call. And also he made a bad call on top of that. Adames for rushing. Rushing is good. Although we haven't seen him. He's not on the roster. I don't know if he's hurt or what. I'm not sure if you're talking about, but I doubt Springer plays. I saw the injury to the side. And that is unfortunate. And I hope he's I know those kind of injuries. I don't know why, but those injuries are like the worst because you can't swing the bat. You can't swing the bat with any kind of force if you injure your side. So if it was bad enough that he came out of the game and he's not going to play the rest of the series, we're in deep, and we're already in deep. This guy just keeps on cussing. You see, even when I cuss, I don't say it out loud. I just mouth it. They sent that one guy from first to home and he was out by like a mile. Oh, yeah. Was it kind of Falefa? Another guy got thrown out by a mile too, trying to stretch it, trying to score. Who was that? It was the pinch runner who looks like Wade Meckler. Okay. Wade Meckler lookalike, except for 40 pounds heavier, tried to score and got thrown out by 30 feet. And his name is Snyder as well, right? Okay. Eric loves baseball. Tony Vitello loves and breathes baseball. It's not a coincidence. Look, man, I don't know what you're trying to say, but bottom line is, all I care about is Vitello's a better manager than Bob Melvin, and hopefully better than I would be. Although it's really not that hard. I play MLB The Show. You put out your lineup, you make some good bullpen decisions, and when you got a guy who is a beast on the team, you walk him. You walk him. And I know it's boring, and it's not good for baseball, and it's not good for fans watching. I don't give a freak. That ain't my problem. I'm trying to win the game. And if I was the manager of the Blue Jays, I would walk Ohtani every time, unless the bases were loaded and the winning run was at third. I would walk him every freaking time because he will not beat me. He will not beat me. We're not letting Ohtani beat us. And if we play the Phillies, we're not letting Bryce Harper beat us. Okay? And if we play the Yankees, we're not letting Aaron Judge beat us. And if we play the Giants, it doesn't really matter. We can just pitch to them because they don't have anybody like that. So, what were we talking about again? I'm saying you and Vitello are destined to meet, and Vitello's like Eric's long-lost brother. Subtract that extra R. Am I saying his name wrong? You spelled it, yeah, Schneider. Yeah. Mile, yeah. Lou Trevino. He will be a World Series champion. He will get a World Series ring if the Dodgers win, because he played with the Dodgers this year. He went from the Giants opening day roster. Giants DFA'd him, got claimed by the Dodgers, went over to the Dodgers, pitched for them for a while. He was there for a while. He did well. I don't know why they finally decided to cut him loose. And then he ends up going to the Phillies AAA team, and they promoted him, and he was with the Phillies, and he went back to Dodger Stadium in September to pitch against his old team. And of course, the Phillies are no longer in the race because we're in the World Series. But I believe he would get a World Series ring. And you know who else will get a World Series ring? A guy on the bench who's riding the pine named James Dean. I almost said James Dean. Justin Dean. Justin Dean. They need to let him bat. I was hoping that plate would have been overturned. It did look like the catcher was blocking the plate. Oh, yeah. It was a close one. Did not get overturned. There were no way they were going to overturn that. But man, this game was lost. The World Series was lost today, in my opinion. I'm not saying 100%, but I would say I feel like 90% confidence. This is the Dodgers. Yeah, Conforto gets one too. This is the Dodgers World Series to lose now, because if this game should have been won by the Blue Jays. This game should have been won. The Blue Jays should have won this game. And if I was a Blue Jays fan, I would be livid. I would be pissed. At least he came to his senses and started walking him, but that's just proof. That is proof. The fact that he walked him 4 or 5 times, the fact that he walked him every time, base is empty, walk him, doesn't matter. Base is empty, walk him, run about, walk him. The fact that he started doing it every time is proof that you should have walked him when you were up by a run in the 7th inning. And to not do that, it was idiotic. And that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen by an MLB manager. That's the dumbest move I've ever seen. And I seriously, I cannot recall. Dusty Baker, what he did in the 2002 World Series. If you guys remember, the pitching change that he made that pissed people off way back when, and they blew the game and they lost the game 6. This was dumber. This was dumber. And if the Blue Jays lose this World Series, will never be forgotten that he would not walk Shohei Ohtani. James Dean, I needed to check out more James Dean movies and all. I haven't checked those out lately. Regardless of a team preference, must give props for Ohtani for being the beast of the West, the beast and the best of the West. And absolutely, Ohtani is the man. Thank you all for joining me. 32 people. 32 people are here. They could be anywhere. And they're here. There's probably 800 streams going on right now talking about this game. I'm sure that my man Ballcap Sports is live, and oh my goodness, how is he feeling right now? How does he feel? I don't know. Maybe he'll disagree with me. Maybe he'll say, no, we pitched to him and we got beat. In my opinion, you cannot pitch to Ohtani, and I know it's not good for baseball, but guess what? I don't care. And the manager, hey, John Schneider really cares about the fans. He really cares about growing the game, I guess, because why else would you pitch to Shohei Ohtani? I legitimately think Ohtani has a GOAT case. I would say, and I could make a video on that. Comparing him to Babe Ruth. There's no way he's the GOAT because he doesn't have the career. He doesn't have enough years. As far as best peak, short-term peak, absolutely has a case. But there have been some freaking sick, amazing peaks from players of the past that we kind of forget about. There have been some sick players who had 3 or 4 years where they were just unbelievable. And so if Ohtani can maintain this or even think close to this for 5, 6 more years, 7 more years, then he'll have an absolute case against Babe Ruth. But right now, the Babe is the Babe. Babe, 714 home runs. The Babe is the Babe. Ohtani right now is what, 1 world championship, and rings don't matter. It's not like basketball, but that's one aspect of it. There's 1 world championship, and he has been great for not even a decade yet. Let him get a decade in, and then we'll talk. Schneider said they were trying to pitch around him, and the pitcher blew it. Oh, he had something to say. The pitcher blew it by throwing the ball right down the freaking middle of the plate. I would have hit a home run on that pitch. Well, probably not because it's a little fast. But that ball was right down the middle. And if you were going to pitch around him, why not just walk him? What's up, Enzo Rhymes? I'm in my car because I watched the game at a friend's house, and I didn't want to drive all the way home. And I didn't have anywhere else to do the stream. So I'll just answer your question honestly. So I didn't watch it at home. That's why. And I don't have a studio nearby. I'm not at the game. I checked tickets. I actually looked at tickets. I wasn't going to go. I mean, unless tickets were shockingly cheap. They were like $8,000 for the worst seat. Even if I took out my life savings, I probably couldn't go to that game. Which, yeah, my life savings is kind of pathetic. Babe has 7 rings. Roster, I think, has to be taken into account. Babe, even more Hall of Famers played with compared to Ohtani. I mean, yeah. Hey, you could make an argument, but I think in my opinion, you got to at least have 10 years in, because you can't even get in the Hall of Fame without 10 years. So if Ohtani retired today, which of course he's not, but if he retired today, Ohtani would not get in the Hall of Fame. He would not get in the Hall of Fame. I can't wait for spring training, y'all. I want to see some Giants baseball. I got my Giants hat. I just went to a card show the other day, saw a bunch of Giants fans and talking to some Giants fans there. Love to see it. Even everywhere I go, I got my Oracle cup Oracle Park Cup with me. Okay. So I feel like I'm not far from Oracle at any given time. Um, what a season it was. I'm ready for more baseball already. Thank you, Unlucky Bunny. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Yeah, Will Klein is a beast. Will Klein, all I can say to you is, do I have the clip? Well, I don't know if I still have the clip. I think I might have deleted the clip. I might have to do it myself. Oh, I have the clip. Here it is. All I can say, Will Klein.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're scum! We suck!
Eric, did you think Vitello had a wife and kids or not like you? I didn't think about it. What's up with these stupid ass questions every night? Stupid ass questions every night. You think I see if Vitello in? I mean, like, I wonder if he got a wife and kids. If you would have asked me, I probably would have guessed that he did because I don't know. He's an older guy, he's in his 40s, successful coach over a successful head coach. I probably would have guessed he did, but I didn't think about it, to be honest with you. Can't wait to see Adley Rutschman as a Giant this spring. Oh, if only. You're a youngster, M. Nagel. You are a youngster. Oh yeah, you'll probably yeah. The babe is the babe is the babe. The babe is the babe. That doesn't mean you can't overtake the babe. And if anyone's going to do it, it probably will be Ohtani because he can pitch and he can hit and he's doing it. I don't think he's going to do it forever, but I could be wrong. When I say forever, I mean for the rest of his career. I think probably when he gets in his mid 30s, late 30s, I think he'll probably give up pitching. I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong. Or maybe he gives up hitting. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe he'll do them both. Because honestly, when he came over from Japan, I remember talking about that and saying, like, this guy's off. This guy's going to be a superstar. But I think it's going to be as a pitcher or a hitter. I don't think he can do both. I don't think he can do both for like year after year after year. It's just a 162 game schedule. It just seems like it's too much, man, this day and age. With the amount of athleticism, the way the game is played, even Babe Ruth couldn't do it. Even Babe Ruth had to finally give up pitching and focus on hitting. And he's doing it, man. He's doing it. Is he engaged? Is he engaged? Well, yeah, talking with his family. Just because you don't have a wife and kid don't mean you don't have a family. I said he was talking with his family. Do you have a family? Just because I ain't got no wife and kid mean I don't got no family? I mean, he's still got a family. He got nephews. He's got nieces. He's got brothers. He's got sisters. He's got parents. Don't piss me off. Not today. Not today. Not today of all days. Not, I gotta go watch. I gotta watch this manager. This dumb. I'm sorry for calling you dumb. This absolutely clueless manager. Okay? Pitch to Ohtani over and over and over and allow the Dodgers to score 5 runs, which tied the game. That you could have won the game 5-2 and we could have gone home. We could have been home. I could have been in bed. This should be me right now. That should be me. But no. Then I have to watch Freddie Freeman walk it off. And if you missed it, here it is.
.1150 in Los Angeles. Fleming sends a fly ball to center field. Varshaw's going back. Before the clock strikes.
You guys killing me today. I wouldn't call it a legendary stream, Logan M. I wouldn't call it a legendary stream. I wouldn't call it that, but it is one that I will remember for a while for this amazing game and anything else. I had to, I am happy. Call me what you want, but I am happy for Will Klein because he's a nice guy. And, you're struggling in the minor leagues. You're trying to make sense. You're trying to get to the big leagues. And to do what he did today, he just guaranteed himself a place, not only in Dodgers history, not only whenever they talk about this World Series, especially if the Dodgers end up winning it, Will Klein will be mentioned, but he also earned, I think, himself a spot on the 2026 team. He'll be in the bullpen next year. Enzo Rhymes, sorry about that. I don't remember the orange glasses. How long have I been live for? 32 minutes. I didn't think I was going to go live this long. I'm going to let you all get to it because I got to go home and go to bed. I got to drive home still. And I thought I was going to be in bed a long, 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 mother freaking long time ago. But I blame this whole loss on John Schneider. And he seems like a smart guy, nice guy. And I'm sure that he is very knowledgeable about baseball, but he blew it. And so, any names I'm calling him, I'm just, it's all for entertainment purposes, but he really blew it, I think, by pitching to Ohtani over and over and over. I think it was a huge mistake. And I say this when I watch the Giants too, in the regular season, I say it all the time. I'm like, walk these guys. I know it's not fun for the average viewer, and I know it's maybe not best for baseball, but we have a job to do, and that's win the game. If you can't get someone out, walk them. And you know where I learned that from? Giants fans, where did we learn that from? We were on the other side. We had the dude that got walked. His name was Barry Lamar Bonds, and they walked him over and over and over. Bonds got walked so much, he couldn't even get to 3,000 hits. A lot of people look at his stats like, Bonds didn't get 3,000 hits? You know why? Because he walked so much. They used to intentionally walk him with the bases loaded. They intentionally walked him and a run scored. They intentionally walked him with the bases empty. They intentionally walked him with 2 men on. They intentionally walked him all the time. Some people are walking by. What are you looking at? And we had to deal with that, and it sucked, yes, but I never, ever was mad at the other team because I completely understood, and I would have done the same thing. So unless MLB comes up with a rule saying you can only intentionally walk a player so many times, then teams need to take advantage and walk a dude. Because here's the thing, and this is another thing. If you're pitching to Ohtani and he gets a single, are we mad? Are you mad if you're rooting against the? No, we're like, whoo, okay, we got through that. It was just a single. Dodgers fans are just like, I don't care, that's fine. Dodgers fans are disappointed. So you're doing yourself a favor, and you're doing something that Dodgers won't like. Dodgers want you to pitch to him. They want you to pitch to him. I think my rant is over. Drive safe, bro. Thank you so much. Keep the vids coming. We got more videos coming. I'm working on my starting pitchers, the greatest 15 starting pitchers of all time. Will Curt Schilling make the list? Will Randy Johnson make the list? What about Mad Bum? I don't know if he's going to make the list. There's too much competition. I'm talking Hall of Famers. But that's the list I'm working on now. I have 3 videos out. 2 of them got copyright hit. I'm working on the appeals. But I just put one out, and I can't remember what it was about. But check it out. There's a countdown I just put up. Oh, yeah, the greatest teams of all time. So that one, hope you all will check that out if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, oh, yeah. Dude, documentaries are going to come out like crazy now. Okay, they're coming out like one a week minimum because I gotta pay the bills, and we gotta get back. Hit the like button before you go to bed. Thank you, everyone. Karaoke Connection, everyone else for being here. Paul, y'all could have been at 800 different places. You could have been anywhere. There are so many streams, TV options, Fox doing their post game. You could be listening to Ken Rosenthal. Ken Rosenthal's a nice guy. You could be listening to him. You could be listening to MLB Network, and those guys, they do a great job. Instead, you're listening to some dude in his car who slightly resembles Tony Vitello, I'm told, even though he's way more handsome. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And we'll talk to y'all in the next one.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone halfway up the bleachers.